everyone, hi. I just thought I'd do a quick video to show you how to make Play-Doh. I use this recipe and I'll make sure I put it into the post so you know exactly what you need. So whenever I'm doing it with the children, I like to have the recipe out because I like them to know that you need to read the things to put them in to make an end product. I also like to get them to see if they can know what numbers, so how many cups of flour, things like that. So you need a bowl and you start off with your flour. Now I use a cup as the measurement, so you need 2 cups of flour. So just a beaker, a children's beaker I find a good cup measurement. And I usually just get them to spoon it in, start with it in the bowl, so any spills go in the bowl, and they would just fill it. You might want to count how many spoonfuls are going in, see when it's half full, or is it nearly at the top, or nearly at the top, keep going, and it's full. Okay, so then you would stop when it's full, and then they might want to tip it in. Then remember, we're looking for 2 cups of flour, so we're going to do the same again. And I'll just pour it in for quickness, but you can just do it however you would like to do it with your child. To the top, and there we go. Pour that in. Then we are going for a cup of salt. Now again, I would put the cup into the bowl, and this one's got a pourer where you pour and it takes a while and you're looking to see when it's near the top, but for the purposes of this I'll just pop the top off and fill it up to the top. And they might want to say stop, it's the top, and then you pour that one in. Then I always get a big mess with this. So the next one is your cream of tartar, and you need 4 tablespoons. So I get mine from Aldi because I find that's the best place to get the big pots. You can get sachets from other supermarkets, but there's not much in it. So that's 1, again getting them to count it, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then at this point you also can put your oil in, just a vegetable oil, and you need 2 tablespoons of this. Just makes it nice and smooth and silky. 1, 2. Sometimes I put too much in and it's a wonderful hand cream. When we're in nursery, we'll all go around with lovely hands. Right, now the next point is going to be your boiling water. Now normally at this point when I'm at nursery, I would get all the children to have a bit of a stir with this, pass it around the table, stir all the dry ingredients up while I go and use the kettle. Then I would take it away into the kitchen, pour the water in the kitchen, obviously because it's boiling water, but I've got my water here for today. And you need 2 cups of water. So at this point I like to put in the food colouring. If you're going to colour it, you don't have to, you can just leave it the natural colour, and the children think if they're making pastry. And I'm going to put a dash of vanilla essence in as well, just gives it a nice smell. You can use peppermint essence, that's quite nice as well. And I just put that in the cup that I'm putting the boiling water into. Okay, so that's 1. And like I said, do this away from the children. Obviously when you're in the house and you've only got 1 or 2 doing it with you, you could do it with them as long as you were pouring the water. Right, so in the water goes, and you just stir and stir. It looks, I'll show you, it looks really, really wet at the minute. You just keep going, don't be tempted to add any more flour. It still looks really sloppy, but just go with it. Give it a good stir. Get all of that flour. Sometimes there's a bit hiding at the bottom. You need mussels. Right, and then we're going to, when see how it's coming together, but it still doesn't look quite together. Don't worry about that. Put it out on your surface and give it a good knead. It's still quite hot at this point. It's okay, I find it okay for my hands, but I would say it was still too hot for the children. So if the adult just needs it, you can see it's all coming together much smoother. Now, sometimes we have glittery Play-Doh at nursery, and this would be the point I would add it. So I would spread my Play-Doh out like that, sprinkle the glitter onto the top, and then fold it all in, and just keep folding it until the glitter's throughout the Play-Doh. So as you can see, that's come together lovely. And then you would just break a bit off. Once you feel that temperature's the right temperature for your child, you can allow them to play with it, and you can use your rolling pins and cutters, or you might like to make a funny character. You can get some googly eyes, add those on, maybe make some funny hair with some pipe cleaners, and see what fun you can have with your new lovely Play-Doh. The only thing I would say as well, to store this, obviously if you're only using it with your child yourself, you can use it a couple of days. So you could, I use a zippy, just a zippy bag, pop it in there and pop it in the fridge, and it's ready for the next day for you. Okay, have fun.